everyone. I've been asked to look at some of the teachings of Jesus, and as you know, there are many, but they're all good. But I've chosen a couple today that I want to use in this reel that I think might be a blessing to you. So the first one is where Jesus teaches us not to worry. He talks about the things that we shouldn't worry about. Things like, what are we going to wear? What are we going to drink? What are we going to eat? And then he demonstrates this by saying, the birds, they don't sow, they don't reap, they don't build barns and store, and yet your Heavenly Father feeds them. And then he says this, aren't you more valuable to the Heavenly Father than these? Then he goes on to say that these are the things that the pagans run after, but your Heavenly Father knows you have need of these things. So Jesus is teaching us to trust him. And as you know, all the worry in the world won't help you live one more hour. So trust in Jesus. He's got you covered. The second one is about judging other people. And oh boy, can this be a problem for us as Christians. So in John's Gospel, we read at the event of where a Pharisee had asked Jesus to be with him, to go to his house. And so Jesus went to the Pharisee's house and he ate with them. There was a woman in the city. She was a sinner. And when she knew that Jesus sat at the table in the Pharisee's house, brought an alabaster flask of fragrant oil and stood at his feet behind him, weeping. And she washed his feet with her tears and wiped them with her hair on her head and kissed his feet and anointed them with the fragrant oil. And then we had the thoughts of judgment by the Pharisee. Now when the Pharisee who had invited Jesus saw this, he spoke to himself, saying, this man, if he were a prophet, would know who and what manner of woman spoke to him and who is touching him, for she is a sinner. But Jesus answered and said to him, Simon, I have something to say to you. And then he turned to the woman and said to Simon, do you see this woman? I entered your house and you gave me no water for my feet. She, though, has washed my feet with her tears and wiped them with the hair of her head. You gave me no kiss, but this woman has not ceased to kiss my feet since the time I came in. You did not anoint my head with oil, but this woman has anointed my feet with fragrant oil. And I say to you, her sins, which are many, are forgiven, because she loved much. I would urge us never to judge, always to love. May the Lord bless you.